The Curse of the Gypsy. Peter King's Gypsy Curse, a classic packet trick, many years old, possibly with the wild card, one of the sort of more used packet tricks over the past 20 or 30 years. The only difference, the only thing I'm doing here, it's the only non-original routine here. The only thing I'm doing here is show my approach. It's very different from the original packet trick in the way I perform this. In the original trick, these were the cards. Okay, there are two trick cards, which are King of Diamonds on one side and Nine of Clubs on the other. They're the only two trick cards, the two double faces. That's a regular 9, and they're regular kings. Now this is the packet version. I used to use this over the last couple of years. I don't know, I just find it more interesting using regular bicycles. And obviously they're not regular because you have those two trick cards. Okay, so here's how it works. There's a trick card there. Here's how it works. The 5 queens, regular. Okay, there. On top of the 5 queens you have double-faced Queen 9, 9 showing, regular 9, double-faced Queen 9, 9 showing. So that's the setup. Now the first count is very different from the count in the original packet trick. I think they use the Hammond count. And in fact, sometimes I do the Hammond count as well. I just think this looks quite cool. And it's a variation on an Elmsley count. And this is how I do it. So from that setup, 5 queens, and then those do that. Okay. It's like this. This is a single, 1, 2, that's a single. Now, like an Elmsley, I'm going to push everything above the bottom card, all those cards. As I take all of them, these 2 9s are going to go underneath as I take all those cards. Now I need to, as I take the single queen, I need to get this 9 underneath. Now obviously there's a queen under there, I don't want people to see that. So basically I get a tiny break with my fingers here, and as that queen comes over, I steal that 9 with these fingers. And then that goes like that. And then we finish counting with 3. It's not an easy count, if I'm honest about it, it's not easy. This is more for the guys who've been performing for a while. But this is how it goes. I'll do it one more time for you. Single, single, everything above the bottom card. Then as the queen comes down, the 9 is taken underneath. There, there, there. Now that looks like I've counted 6 9s and 1 queen. Now sometimes I go into the Hammond count now, and if you aren't comfortable or you think that might be a little difficult, you can just start with the Hammond count. But this time the setup is the 2 double faces are on the top and followed by the regular 9. In my version with the other count, the normal 9 is in the middle of the fake of the the gaff cards. So, but after my count, they end up like this anyway. Then you can do a Hammond count, which is 1, 2, 3 normal. This thumb now takes all these cards as 1, and then recount as the 9s come underneath, and then recounts the first 3. Okay, that's the Hammond count. 1, 2, 3. As this comes over, I grab all these cards as the thumb takes all those cards, and then that looks like you counted 6 9s. Now in the patter about your grandfather, you say the gypsy made it easy for him by getting rid of 3 9s, which left these 3. This is kept as a double, and it goes in there, third from the base. As in the patter, where is it? Grandfather says third from base. Now an Elmsley count will show all 9s. I've taught this elsewhere. I'll do it very quickly here. The Elmsley count is single. Everything above the bottom card is pushed with the thumb. As that 9 comes back, stays there, and all these are taken here, and then single, single. One of the most famous counts in Magic, and that shows all 9s. As you say, I place the queen here. Now this is repeated twice more. Double here goes in. Elmsley count. No queen. The queen is here. And the only difference now, the third time is, and each time your grandfather's guessing third from the face. This time you do an underground Elmsley, which just means that the last card goes to the bottom. So it's 1, 2, where's the queen? Third from face. 3, and instead of going there, it just goes underneath. And that sets you up for another Elmsley to show 4 nines. I told you, son, the queen is over here. So now he's lost £3. Grandad, he's not very happy. And the gypsy says, apparently, how much money have you got left? He says 5. He says, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you I have all 9s here. Beauty about this now is you can turn these face down, and with other Elmsley show them face down. But this time you go 1, 2, you go slightly down with that one, because you're going to get a break under it. 3, 4, you get your little break under that card there. Turn everything over, maintaining the break. This is now, you're going to turn all these over as 1 onto that card, those cards there. And because of the way it's been set up, the gypsy says, where is the 9? Okay? Notice not the queen anymore. The 9 is top, middle and bottom. And the gypsy says, this is, make sure, that's when the gypsy says, son, you shouldn't play cards with strangers or gypsies or whatever. And now you take the single there, yeah? Push over a single there, push over a double there, and that leaves the single on the bottom. The only thing exposed, you wouldn't turn them over because that's the only one that's exposed. But how good does that look? Because they go down there. Son, you shouldn't play cards with gypsies. Okay, so that's the curse of the gypsy. Maybe I should go through that last bit again very quickly. I'm just going to make
okay, so basically
I'll run through that real quick for you. Remember the set of 5 queens? Gaff 9, normal 9, gaff 9, queens on the back. So basically you do my count, which is single, single, push off everything, retake that 9 to the back there, and then the Hammond count, 1, 2, 3, take them all, 1, 2, 3, then you get rid of 3 cards, 3 queens apparently, show 3, that goes in there. I'm just running through this really quickly. Elmsley count, show the queen, repeat, Elmsley count, show the queen, repeat, repeat, Elmsley count, underground, that goes to the bottom, show the queen. I rushed through that so I can slow down for this part for you, because it's quite important. So once you're at this position, the gypsy's saying, look, I have 9s, and you do an Elmsley count, and they look normal on. You don't say that, but you do. Obviously, that looks great because you're showing backs and fronts with the Elmsleys. Now, with that one, remember you've got that break under that second to last card. So basically, with your break under there, the top 2 there, as you turn over, you're keeping the break, so you can turn all these cards above these 2. Okay, so that goes over. Where is the 9? Top, middle, bottom. You shouldn't single, play cards, double with gypsies, single. Okay? I hope that's clear to you.